Australian news Thursday night. Breaking news. The Ninth Circuit ruled against Trump, and it's bad, folks. For the immigration ban, the Ninth Circuit ruled against Trump, which I'm not overly surprised, and I'll explain. Breaking. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals ruled against Trump, reinstating Trump. Immigration Executive Order. CNBC. Credible source. Not. Breaking. U.S. Appeals Court refuses to reinstate Trump's ban of travelers from 7 Muslim majority nations. See, we knew they'd never give up their power without a fight, but it makes no difference. USA Today reported the 3-judge panel of the U.S. Court of Appeals, the Ninth Circuit, has 3 options. They can keep Trump's travel ban on hold, allow it to go into effect, or order a scaled-down version. The ban, announced January 27th, temporarily barred citizens from Iraq, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen for 90 days, all refugees for 120 days, and Syrian citizens indefinitely. It led to chaos at U.S. and international airports as tens of thousands of visa holders were blocked from entering the country or detained after arriving in the U.S. A barrage of protests and lawsuits followed, leading the federal court ruling against the ban in New York, Virginia, and elsewhere. One judge in Massachusetts later ruled in Trump's favor, but on Friday, District Judge James Robart in Seattle halted the policy nationwide, citing immediate and irreparable injury to foreigners with valid visas and green cards.
According to this ruling
Certainly
and the
not the
judges
outcome I
in San
wanted.
Francisco. To rule on the government's motion, we must consider several factors, including whether the government has shown that it is likely to succeed on the merits of its appeal, the degree of hardship caused by a stay or its denial, and the public interest in granting or denying a stay. We assess those factors in light of the limited evidence put forward by both parties at this very preliminary stage, and are mindful that our analysis of the hardships and public interest in this case involves particularly sensitive and weighty concerns on both sides. Nonetheless, we hold that the government has not shown a likelihood of success on the merits of its appeal, nor has it shown that failure to enter a stay would cause irreparable injury, and we therefore deny its emergency motion for a stay. That is the key paragraph from this rule.
Well, one thing's for sure, it's not actually over. From what I understand at this point, you can actually go to the Supreme Court. But getting back to the Ninth Circuit District, well, you might ask yourself, where is that located? Well, here you go. States that Hillary Clinton won. And as I showed you before in the other video, Sanctuary City, Iowa, right here. Hillary won all of these states. I'm not sure about Arizona, Nevada, California, Washington. I know for sure. Trump won Alaska, but I wouldn't be surprised if Hillary won most of these states minus Alaska. But there you go. There you have it. It's the part of the country that loves lawlessness and psychosis. They're the ones responsible for that verdict today. So I can't say I'm overly surprised at that. Breaking. Trump responds to Ninth Circuit Court with a fury. Yeah, deservingly so. See you in court. Secretary of our nation is at stake. Yes, so I believe he's confirming what I already thought, that it'll now go to the Supreme Court. Unfortunately, I think the Democrats, they know this is a losing battle. But what they've done is actually leave the floodgates in the United States open. Possibly to bring in people that, have bad intentions to the country. Perhaps they're going to use this opportunity to get into the country. But if anything goes wrong during this process, if anything goes wrong when it comes to terrorist activity, this is going to work in Trump's favor. You watch and see. Here's Judge Andrew Napolitano slams Ninth Circus, yes, circus, ruling on President Trump's immigration order. Ninth Circuit Court upholds ruling blocking Trump presidency immigration order. Judge Andrew Napolitano just responded with this harsh criticism. On a special report tonight, Judge Andrew Napolitano said that this was precisely the wrong thing for the court to do. He explained that the Constitution assigns the decision-making for foreign policy exclusively to the President, even with Congress taking a supporting role. The decision to ban is not reviewable, Judge Napolitano said. This is an intellectually dishonest piece of work that the Ninth Circuit has produced tonight, because it essentially consists of substituting the judgment of three judges for the President of the United States, when the Constitution unambiguously gives this area of jurisdiction, foreign policy, exclusively to the President. The unconstitutional Ninth Circuit Court has delivered its opinion. Improvement of vetting will proceed, and Trump will win the political battle. That's funny how they call it a circus. Breaking: Trump's response to the Ninth Circuit just broke the internet. President Trump took to Twitter after he lost, essentially, the Ninth Circuit. See you in court. Security of our nation is at stake. Just getting back to this, there's some clever tweets going around. This guy, Bill Mitchell, says the liberal Ninth Circuit is overturned more than any other court by far, averaging about 75% failure rate. Incredible. Well, that's a fun fact for you. It makes perfect sense too, because the leftist ideology is not really embraced by most. It's just pushed by the few. Most people don't like it. Just regular, good old-fashioned people that work and take care of their families, just regular people. They don't want this to happen. So 75% failure rate. Wow, that's amazing.